My dear child, Angel sent a message on June 5, 2025, just for you. It's about your family member, the one you've been praying for, the one who's been weighing heavy on your heart. This isn't a coincidence. This is a divine message meant to reach you right now, in this exact moment. You've been feeling something shift inside. You've been sensing something in the spiritual realm. That's not your imagination. That's confirmation. Your prayers haven't gone unheard. The tears you've cried in silence have been collected by heaven, and today, God wants you to know, He is moving on behalf of your family. The burden you've been carrying is being lifted. The chaos that's been surrounding your home is being calmed. The confusion, the pain, the distance, the brokenness, none of it is beyond repair. This is the moment where things begin to change. You've been standing in the gap, believing even when it hurt, and God is saying, your faith was not in vain. Restoration is on its way. Healing is already happening, even if you can't see it yet. There are angels assigned to protect and guide your loved ones. There are breakthroughs unfolding in the background. Don't give up. Don't let fear convince you that it's too late. God is not finished. That family member you've been worried about, God sees them. God is reaching them. Even in the darkest places, His light is stronger. Even in rebellion, His mercy is louder. Even in silence, His love is still speaking. And right now, heaven is moving in ways you can't imagine. Chains are breaking. Hearts are softening. Minds are being renewed. The pain you felt watching your family suffer, struggle, or drift, it's not going unnoticed. You've been standing strong, holding it together, speaking life even when it felt like no one was listening. But God was listening. And this message is proof that your faith is unlocking something supernatural. The season of waiting is shifting into a season of witnessing. You will witness the miracle. You will witness the transformation. You will see the redemption unfold right before your eyes. And yes, it might look slow. It might look messy. But God does His best work in the quiet, in the unseen. Don't judge the outcome by what you see right now. Trust what you've sown in prayer. Trust what God has promised. That addiction can be broken. That relationship can be restored. That child can come home. That parent can find peace. That spouse can feel again. Nothing is too far gone when God is in it. And He's in it. He's in your house. He's in your words. He's in every whispered prayer you've lifted on their behalf. This is not the end. This is the beginning of something new. You don't have to carry this alone anymore. God is stepping in. The weight you've been holding is being lifted from your shoulders. Peace is entering your space. Grace is covering your family. The patterns that have repeated for generations are being broken. The silence that created distance is being replaced by truth. The fear that caused division is being replaced by love. Healing is coming, not just to one member, but to your entire family line. You've been chosen to break the cycle. You've been chosen to be the light. And I know you feel tired. I know you feel stretched. But don't grow weary, you're about to see the fruit of what you've planted. Keep speaking life. Keep standing in the gap. Keep holding on. Because this message is more than comfort, it's confirmation. Heaven is not silent. Angels are at work. God is not ignoring you. He is deeply involved in the details. And right now, He's releasing clarity, breakthrough, and divine protection over your family. Don't be discouraged by delays. Don't let the enemy tell you nothing's changing. Things are changing. Right now. In their heart. In their spirit. In their path. You're not alone in this fight. God is fighting with you, for you, through you. So take this moment and breathe. Receive the peace that's being offered. Let your heart rest in the truth that you are heard, your family is seen, and your story is still being written. The ending will be beautiful. The reunion will be real. The breakthrough will be bigger than you imagined. Just hold on. Keep trusting. And know that what was broken is being restored. What was lost is being returned. What was impossible is becoming reality. And you are not forgotten. You are part of a greater plan, and the same God who started this healing will finish it. And even now, as you read these words, the Spirit is stirring something deeper within you. A holy reassurance. A quiet strength. A flame that refuses to go out no matter how fierce the storm has been. That's not by accident. That's divine resilience. That's God's sustaining grace carrying you from one day to the next when you felt like you had nothing left to give. He's been holding you up when your knees buckled under the weight of sorrow. He's been wrapping His arms around you when no one else noticed you were breaking. Every sigh you released, He heard. Every time you whispered, "God, I don't know what to do," He responded, maybe not in a way you saw, but in a way that set things in motion behind the veil. You've been walking through shadows, yes, but even shadows prove that light is near. Don't underestimate the power of what you're doing. The prayers, the intercession, the quiet hope, the decision to speak life instead of despair. These are holy acts. Sacred warfare. You're not just surviving, you're standing as a bridge between what's been broken and what will be restored. That family member may not have changed overnight, and the situation might still look bleak on the outside, but don't be fooled by appearances. The spiritual realm is alive with activity. Seeds have been sown. And heaven doesn't forget a single one. Right now, angels are surrounding your loved ones in places you can't go, speaking truth in the midst of their confusion, comforting them when they feel alone, redirecting paths that looked hopeless, and softening hearts that were once stone. Yes, even the ones who seemed furthest from God. Even the ones who've rejected every attempt at love or truth. No one is too far gone for the reach of grace. The generational wounds that have run deep, those patterns of dysfunction, silence, anger, abandonment, addiction, they are being interrupted. You are the one God chose to stand in the middle and say, "This ends with me." That is not a light burden, but it's a holy assignment. And heaven is backing you up with all its might. The restoration coming to your family won't just fix what was broken. It will rebuild something stronger, something lasting, something rooted in divine purpose. God doesn't just patch things up, He makes them new. He's not interested in surface-level healing. He's after deep, transformational change. And that's exactly what's happening, even now. Forgiveness is being stirred in hearts that once held only bitterness. Communication is being restored where silence reigned. Trust is being slowly rebuilt on foundations of honesty and humility. Do not despise the small signs. A text message. A change in tone. A tear during a conversation. A moment of vulnerability where there was once only resistance. These are not small things, they are miracles in motion. And you, beloved, are not just watching this happen. You're a part of the miracle. You're part of God's chosen strategy to bring light where there was darkness. Don't think you're invisible in this story. You've been anointed for this season. And while it stretched you, it's also refined you. You've learned how to pray like never before. You've learned how to love when it wasn't returned. You've learned how to hope even when everything told you to give up. That kind of faith moves mountains. God is not finished with your family. There are still promises that will be fulfilled. There are still dreams buried under years of disappointment that are being resurrected. What felt like a season of endings was only a divine pause before the greatest comeback. What the enemy meant for destruction, God is turning for good. And while you may not see every piece fall into place right away, trust this, the process is just as holy as the promise. The waiting is not wasted. The tears you cry in private are watering the seeds of transformation. Heaven sees it all, and God honors every single act of faith, no matter how small it seemed. There will come a day when you'll look back on this time and realize it was the turning point. The moment the shift began. The moment light broke through. And you'll say, God was with me all along. Keep standing. Keep praying. Keep believing. Even if your voice trembles. Even if your hands feel weak. Even if your heart feels weary. Heaven is responding. God's timeline is not always our own, but it is always perfect. You haven't missed it. It's not too late. The healing is not just possible, it's inevitable when God steps in. And He has stepped in. You invited Him, and He answered. Even now, His Spirit is moving through your home, through your family lineage, through places that haven't known peace in decades. Peace is coming. Unity is coming. Love is coming. Not the fragile, conditional love the world offers, but the relentless, unconditional love of God that mends what human hands could never fix. You'll see joy return to your house. You'll see laughter fill the rooms again. You'll hear apologies you never thought would come. You'll witness breakthroughs you didn't even know how to pray for. God is not just healing individuals, He's healing generations. The chains are breaking. The cycle is ending. And you are the one who stood in faith long enough to see it happen. So breathe again. Hope again. Open your heart to the beauty that's about to unfold. Because this is not the conclusion of a tragic story. This is the beginning of redemption. The love you've shown has not been in vain. The sacrifices you've made have not been overlooked. The late nights, the hard conversations, the unconditional love, it all matters. And it's bearing fruit. Heaven is echoing your prayers with power. The Spirit of God is moving through the cracks and crevices of your family's story and writing a new chapter. One of healing. One of hope. One of wholeness. Even the unspoken prayers, the ones you didn't have words for, He heard those too. And He's answering in ways that exceed your expectations. Get ready. The doors that were closed are opening. The hearts that were hardened are softening. The miracles you've waited for are beginning to manifest. And through it all, God is reminding you, you are not alone. You were never alone. He's been there in the waiting room. In the silence. In the tears. And He will be there in the celebration. In the restoration. In the joy that's coming. This is holy ground. And you, warrior of faith, intercessor of love, carrier of peace, you are part of heaven's great plan for your family. Keep trusting. Keep loving. Keep standing. The story isn't over. It's only just beginning.